Alright guys, so today we're finally going to be doing some real work on the GTI and not just fixing it. So my rear coilovers are already fully maxed out, but today I'm going to be lowering it a lot more. With all these parts right here, and it should also add a little bit of camber. So let's get right into it. So of course the first step is to remove the wheel and then put your car on jack stand. And now that the wheel's off, we're just taking off the spacer. Alright, so I just had to take off this cap right here and then grab this 30mm socket, and now this nut comes right off. Alright guys, so it's the next day, and yesterday it basically took me like 6 hours to do it because I had to go buy new tools and research a bunch of stuff on YouTube. But now I'm just gonna finish up this other side and show you guys the final results. So I just had to remove this bolt to take off the shock, and just like that this will drop. And then I just had to take out 2 bolts from here, and just like that the whole shock is out. I was always so annoyed of how my car made noises when I hit bumps, but I think I found the problem. And it's completely missing the bushing. Luckily I have brand new ones, and I got a bushing from my brother's old Jetta. That looks much better. Now let's Loctite it. You already know my mechanic came through and hooked me up with the Starbucks. Alright guys, now I just dropped the whole frame so that I could take out this spring, and then I'm just going to be taking this out. And I know I messed up all the threads, but it doesn't matter because I'm never going to raise the car again. So this is how much lower the car will go, and that's not including the drop plates. Now I just have to take off these 2 caliper bolts. Just like that, the whole rotor comes out. Alright, and now I just need to remove the bearing with this tool. And the bearings usually always break when you take them out. That's why I got some fresh, brand new ones right here. My bad guys that I don't explain it perfectly, but it's because I need 2 hands for a lot of this work. And now I just have to remove this sensor, or else I'll get an ABS light. Alright, now I just got to give this a little sand. Now we just got to put Loctite on everything. And we just gotta tighten on the drop plate, and then this goes right here. I don't know if you guys can see the camber. And then just Loctite everything again. And now we just gotta put the sensor back on. Now we just slide in the new bearing, and now the old caliper bolts will be sitting up here. All right, now they're all torqued. Now I just have to put the axle bolt back on, and I'm not really that strong, so I had to call a stronger person and come tighten it for me.
Yeah, it's good. It won't fly off.
And now I just gotta put the shock back on. Let me know who else rides with their dampening at the hardest setting. Now I just gotta put the springs back on, and this is how you put the spring back onto the body. Now we just need to bolt on both of the shocks. All right, and now it's all tightened. All right, and just like that, everything is done. Now I just got to put the wheel back on, guys. So the car's fully done. I just got to get it off the jacks, and you guys will see the results. All right guys, so these are the final results, and I'm extremely satisfied with how it looks, because I mean, just look at this before and after picture. It didn't even tuck at all. And now I also have -3 camber, and I wasn't really shooting for a lot of camber. There was some other plates that offered -8 camber, but I didn't want nothing too crazy. I just want like simply clean and low. And as for the front, I got the coilovers raised all the way to the max because I literally broke like 4 oil pans, but I already got the mortar mount lifts and the skid plate, and I also got camber plates just to match the rear. So stay tuned guys, because pretty soon I'll be making a video of me matching the front to the back. All right guys, so I know I already said this in the last video, but I'm gonna say it again. I really inspire all you guys to work on your own cars, even if you have no experience, because paying a mechanic can come out really expensive, and buying your own tools will always be cheaper than a mechanic. And even if you never worked on your own car before, I promise you that all the information is on YouTube or Google. For example, before I did all this work on my car, I was really nervous and I didn't believe I could do it, but I just started YouTubing everything, and that's why it took me 2 days, because I'm not a mechanic, but I just attempted it and it worked. And now I saved all that money that I could have paid a mechanic, and I learned something new, and I have new tools for new jobs. Y'all just gotta believe, man. It's all in your head. Your head's the only thing stopping you from being a mechanic. But anyway, stay tuned for more skits, more Miata videos, and more GTI videos. Love you guys.